Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a brand new video. Today I thought I'd try something a little bit different and talk about, well, a couple things, but what I'm going to do today is a little bit of origami, or the art of folding paper. And I've got a piece of scrap paper over here that I'm going to try and repurpose into a beautiful model. And while I'm on the topic, I'd also like to talk a little bit about mindfulness in the context of an artist. As artists, we sometimes tend to put a lot of pressure on ourselves and look at other artists and say, okay, well, this person's putting out this much work, why can't I do that? Or my art's not as good as Eve Harvey's or Emmanuel's or whoever. And that's a very unproductive mindset. So what I'm trying to teach you about today is, just be yourself and be in the moment. That's what mindfulness is all about, being present in the moment and not worrying about yesterday or tomorrow or 3 weeks from now or whatever. Okay, so the model I want to fold today is one of my favorites, and yeah, we got to start with the square base. To tell you about the model, I got it from this cool book I picked up a couple of years ago. It's called Mindful Origami by Samuel Tsang. Fold paper and fold your mind is the tagline. And this book is quite nice because it gives you a variety of models, and not only that, it gives you some meditations, so to speak, some things to think about while you're folding these things. I'd like to do the lotus because to me it's a representation of overcoming adverse circumstances. There's a quote here that goes, "The spirit of the best man is spotless, like the new lotus in the muddy water, which does not adhere to it." And what I take that to mean is simply that, whatever bad situation or adverse situation you find yourself in, that isn't you. You aren't the circumstances that you find yourself in or are surrounded in. Yeah, if you want to check this book out, I will put a link in the description. But yeah, I know the model by heart. It's one of my favorites. Started off, I'm going to do a simple square. I'm using flat on my nail to crease the paper. To do a square, you just do a diagonal fold like so. Fold, flap up. Then, some people lick the paper, but I don't like doing that, especially nowadays. So I just fold it back and forth a couple times. It doesn't have to be perfect. And it should tear pretty nicely. Okay, so from that we got a nice square. You can see there. Then we'll fold that corner to corner. Okay, so this is step one. Got our square. Now, what I'd like you to think about while you're folding this model is maybe a time in your life that overcame an adverse situation or stayed calm and helped defuse a heated argument or something. Anything like that, like something that comes to mind personally is a family member coming home from work recently, and they weren't in the greatest of moods and sort of went off at me about something. Usually I'd, get upset, don't come home and take out your frustrations on me. But I managed to stay calm and, instead of escalating the situation and making everyone more upset, I think I made them a cup of tea. Yeah, that was one way of overcoming that situation. So yeah, tell me about a situation you can think of in the comments, or folding edge to edge now. Still a square, but now we folded it into halves and in half like that as well. So from there, step 2, we fold in. Think about it, the lotus is a completely separate entity to muddy water it grows in. And probably the muddier the water, the more beautiful and healthy the lotus. So perhaps maybe you're struggling with something now, like more than ever in your life, but you can, through this situation, be even more beautiful lotus yourself, or well-rounded human being, through the lessons and things that you learn through adversity. Okay, so we're folding the corners in. Step 2. For step 3, we do that again. Still with the face up. You get nice origami paper, which is quite helpful. I don't have any, so I'm just using some scrap paper that I have laying around. Fold it in again, step 3. Center, and perhaps you're centering yourself in a way as well, thinking about your own abilities, and yeah, like I hope through this channel too, even if it's just one person out there, I hope to inspire someone to put their work out there. Stop second guessing yourself. Live in that moment. Be mindful that you're going to do a lot more work. So whatever it is you're working on now, put it out there. Just get it out there. So step 4. Once again, fold towards the center. Keep centering yourself. Keep thinking about things that you've done, the things that you've overcome. It might be hard to think of something, especially if you're really down. Yeah, we shouldn't put too much pressure on ourselves to perform as artists. You know, do your work at whatever pace suits you. As you can slow this video down if you need to. Now we folded it to the center 3 times. That quite small. I'm using an A5 sheet of paper, but you can use an A4. A bit easier to start with. Now the next step, each of these little triangles we're going to fold like that, and then again other direction. 2 pieces we've got there. Just squash them together. Point like that. That. Do that on all 4 sides. I'm also guilty of trying to do too many things at once, and putting too much pressure on myself to put out pages for my webcomic and make videos and write articles. And you're only one person, I'm only one person, so I'm trying to also be a little bit easier on myself, let myself make mistakes. You should do so as well. It's okay to make mistakes. Actually the best way to learn. Okay, so now it should look something like that once you've flattened all of those. Then we're going to turn it over. We're nearing the end. Now, once again, we're going to fold the corners towards the center, but we're not doing it all the way. Yeah, you should look something like that, almost like halfway. So it's not quite at the center. Well, the paper is quite thick now, so it is quite difficult to fold. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I was saying, Allow yourself to make mistakes. Put your work out there. I mean, you're going to do something else. You're going to move on to bigger and better things. And by making mistakes, you'll learn. We're going to do a live stream later, and maybe do a video as well about iterative drawing, which is a practice technique that I think will be very helpful especially one of the people that have been supporting me, Simon, came from 9gag. It's a technique I think would benefit like him. Do a very cool General Grievous and try to motivate him to put more work out there and just keep doing what he enjoys doing, which is art. And he does have a lot of potential. So yeah, I just want people like Simon and Manuel believe self and to, yeah, I mean, because look at what I'm doing, it's nothing special. Okay, yeah, sorry, you pull those corners up, I'm sure you saw how I was doing it, but as I was saying is, what I'm doing isn't anything special, so shouldn't be anything stopping you from better. Okay, so now to complete our lotus, you turn it over, let's pull these corners out. Have it. So, yeah, should take almost like a bowl for me. Here you go. Beautiful lotus. That is from the Book of Mindful Origami by Samuel Tseng, which I will post a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. Yeah, if you'd like me to do more videos like this, yeah, leave a comment. I quite enjoy doing origami, so I probably will anyway. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon, maybe on live streams. Yeah, remember, pencil power.